You try to talk to me about your chemical justice. Stop, I already heard this. You try to tell me about your chemical justice. I said we already done this. I seen the effects of the war. I seen the effects of the whore. And what do you want me to do? Stop the chemical justice. It's like when you sit down for lunch, you already know what you did that day. I said when you go to school, you already know if you're practicing the correct way. Let me tell you about chemical justice. Well, it probably exists only in your head. And it's the electrodes that are fire and the DNA that's still not dead. Let me tell you about chemical justice. Maybe heard, you never heard about it, brother. Let me tell you about the chemical justice, because it's always been nothing other than truth and light. And you see it coming up every day, bright as the light. It's about truth and right. And you see it coming up every day, and it looks just like the light. Let me tell you about the chemical justice that's always there, my friend. You can call it God in English, or Adonai, or Mohammed, or Allah. Let me tell you about chemical justice. It's always what you do, and it's the way your brain leads you around every day. And you do what you do. Let me tell you about the chemical justice. It's always working in your head. And whenever you do that enslaving on the people, yo, your face turns red. Cause you can never hide a lie, and you can never hide the truth. So stop talking to yourself in your own head and watching YouTube. This is chemical justice. Oh, let's not forget the name. And every day you talk about it, your words always sound the same. It's the voice talking in your head about what Megan and Goliath do, and who was that David, and why don't we go sniff glue? This is chemical justice, man. This is chemical justice, Iran. This is chemical justice, Afghanistan. Oh, when the brain quits firing and you don't know what to do, well, that's chemical justice, baby, and it's coming after you. Well, that's chemical justice, it's what you're thinking. Every time you go to the think tank, don't poop in the box, cause it's not the same. Oh, this is chemical justice, it don't have a name. It's the neurons that are firing in your brain, and you all must have gone insane. And I can hear all your voices talking. This is chemical justice, you forgot the name. It's called insane. Watch your CNN, YouTube, boob tube. Steve Jobs resigned from your boobs. And who do you suck now? It's gonna be some other tech somehow. And maybe we ought to think why he's gone. Maybe it's too much and he don't wanna be a pawn. Steve Jobs, we love you. Thank you for Apple. I would never be here without you. Steve Jobs said thank you for not being another boob. Said I would never be here without you. Thank you. Thank you, Steve Jobs. Well, it's the chemicals in your brain that are driving you insane, and you really have no rationing. It's only the being that you were taught to be a long time ago. But all the TV and elementary candle shows you how you're just a canary. You're eating steak and you're eating it in a hurry, and all the beans you drink that have been made into hogwash, it's called vegetarian shit, man. This is all what? This is all wrong. Oh, this is all wrong. What are they? Is it two rocks put together in a hole with a roof overhead? And all the servants sing amen. Would you please bring freedom? We don't want to be here again. We've done this thing, been there before, heard this song, I know. Canary freedom is birds that sing, never been put in cages and don't know anything, never subscribe to a nation or all your think. We're just isolated individuals in the think tank. And ooh, why you wanna destroy the nations of God? Let's have a talk now. We're your chemical nation, Prozac, Ivanhood, it does no good. And all of your Pfizer and Pfizer, you should go the same way that GE did when they sold Mark III reactors to Japan. And we should all sing the news just like this, because we already know it's just a bunch of bullshit. And say whatever you want and call it the truth. This is the future. Who do you think? I'm Dr. Seuss, yeah.